A debate is brewing about the future of a prominent downtown building. We're talking about the T&P Warehouse. The city of Abilene owns the T&P Warehouse on the corner of North First and Pine Streets. It's the one with the pink flamingo in front of it. Two groups want to buy it. KTAB's Jessica Rank explains how the groups' plans differ.
My claim to fame is I'm a mom. I was a stay-at-home mom, raised 4 children, and I envision the T&P Warehouse of being a fantastic place to create family memories.
It's one building with 2 separate visions.
We want to bring in a small business minority center.
I think it'll be a great facility for a restaurant.
Both the Chamber and the Wolf family trying to get their hands on the T&P Warehouse. Now, if the Chamber were to be awarded the bid, they wouldn't just move their offices down the street, but they would move those at the SBDC, SBA, and Black Chamber of Commerce.
This is a one-stop shop where an entrepreneur, a minority, a business can walk in the front door and walk out the back door and have everything they need.
And on the other side of things, you have the Wolf family, who wants to turn the space into a late-night diner, connecting the Soda District to downtown.
I think everybody's goal is to see downtown as active and vibrant as possible.
While the Wolf family outbid the Chamber by about $200,000, council says what it really comes down to is use, deciding between a business that will open up now or offices which could open several businesses later.
Would you rather have 10 restaurants? 1 restaurant? Would you rather create 20 more businesses? This is what your chamber does every single day.
So it's a question of long-term versus short-term, and it's one that council will have to answer in the coming weeks. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Jessica Rank, KTAB News.
And now we're going in depth for you. We sat down with Charlie Wolf, the Abilene businessman who put in one of those bids, and we're learning more about his vision for the building. Once again, here's KTAB's Jessica Rank.
And welcome back to Big Country Politics. I'm standing here with Charlie Wolf. We're at the T&P Warehouse, and tell me a little bit about, because this building is up for bid and you're one of 2 bidders who are bidding on this space. Tell me a little bit about what you're planning on doing with this if you are awarded that bid.
We're looking at putting in a 24/7 restaurant, a diner type that has great comfort food and a place for people that when they get off of work, whatever hour of day that might be, a place for them to come, or a place for students to come during the day or at night or whenever to unwind and have some fun and just you know, whether it's high school kids from a prom or some other event. We have lots of event centers just, you know, a couple blocks either way of us here, and when they get out they need a place to go other than Whataburger.
And tell me a little bit about where this idea came up. I know I was talking to your son last week and y'all saw that this building was going to be up for bid. What was the driving factor that said, hey, we want to bid on this place?
Well, this is a very unique building. It's very much like our building over at 201 Mesquite. It's built in the 1916 era. It's got great roots here. It's in the middle of town. I mean, it's the middle of north side to south side. And what we're trying to do is to bridge the 2 sides and take that railroad divide out of the picture, if you will. And so if you were walking from the south side to the north side from one of the establishments over there to over here or vice versa, this would be a waypoint or a railroad station or whatever you might want to call it in between, and kind of give you a chance to catch a drink or rest your feet or whatever, or listen to some live music.
And tell me a little bit, walk me through what y'all are planning as far as, you know, what you want it to look like. I know your wife talked a little bit about bringing some of the history of the railroad inside to the building.
There's just a world of different possibilities here. This is a pretty big building, over 12,000 square feet on the bottom floor. You know, it's beautiful inside the way it is, but you know, it's got a lot of history from a railroad standpoint and a lot of history, just history of Abilene, and we want to try to capture that and relive it for people.
And I know, you know, we were talking a little bit about walking distance and bridging the south side and with South Downtown with downtown. Talk a little bit about how important the location of this building is.
This is super important. I mean, it is right in the middle of the Great Divide, if you will. You know, we have a number of establishments just another block over on this side. We've got a number of establishments you can see right here, just a block or so that way. We need something in between other than locked doors at 5 o'clock.
And you guys own 201 Mesquite. Tell me a little bit about kind of expanding your business. What made you want to do that and, you know, own another business over here?
Well, I mean, owning another business was kind of just forced into us when the opportunity came up. So that wasn't something we were really looking for to do other than to preserve this piece of history. We're at 201, we're expanding so we can do multiple events at the same time. The facility is so big that we were finding we were essentially running at half capacity because we only had restrooms and things like that available on one side. So now we'll have a fully functional dual-sided center where we can hold 2 events at the same time or hold one bigger one.
And going from events to a restaurant kind of outlook, are you guys taking in any help with planning this project and getting planned, I guess, if you guys were awarded the bid?
Certainly. I have no intention of running a restaurant myself. I used to work in restaurants a long time ago. I know it's super hard work, and it's just super hard work. And so we've got contacts with a number of different restaurant people in Abilene that seem to be interested at this point, and we're just going to explore those different possibilities. And so the idea is to facilitate a professional restaurateur to get in here and do it right.
Now tell me a little bit, first of all, how long have you lived in Abilene?
I've lived in Abilene all my life, so many years. Went to school here, elementary and so forth. Went to college here, went away for a year or 2, and then came back. And so I've lived here over 60 years. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up, and this is our community.
And what's it been like for you, I guess, watching downtown grow just over the last couple of years, and why do you think this, making it what you want to make it, will make a difference, I guess, in the downtown area?
I think this will make a huge difference in downtown.
You're good.
I think this will make a huge difference in downtown. This is the location. It's location. It's all about the location. It's all about the roots of this building. This is a one-of-a-kind building, and it'd just be terrible to lock it up at 5 o'clock every day and keep people out of it.
Now you are in kind of a bidding war, I guess, with the Chamber, who's also bidding for this building. Why do you think that you deserve to have this?
I think our purpose is where the planners over the last 20 years have been saying that Abilene needs to go. They're saying, hey, we need some excitement, we need some life downtown. An 8 to 5 office isn't very exciting. An 8 to 5 office shuts the door at 5. That's where we were 20 years ago. Was Abilene downtown was totally dead at 5 o'clock every day. And we're trying to get away from that. We're trying to make it have a life of its own. We're trying to bring living quarters downtown, and to go with that, you got to eat.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me, Charlie. And again, this decision will be made at the next City Council meeting, which is next week. It's again between Charlie and the Chamber, and the date on that is
Thursday.
Thursday. All right, we'll go ahead and send it on back to Victor at the desk.
All right, and it's important to note that we here at KTAB make every effort to make sure that all sides are told of every story. We offered the Abilene Chamber of Commerce officials the opportunity to talk about their full plans, but they declined to do an interview. We have, however, posted the Chamber's letter to its members and its plan on our website, bigcountryhomepage.com. We'll be right back.